Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel for another interesting review. Thanks for watching this. I'm with another Oberfränkisches Lagerbier. This one is from Brauerei Zehendner and it's the Mönchsambacher Lagerbier, and it's of course from the town Mönchsambach, and it's a very legendary one. I've heard many good things about it. It comes in this Euro bottle, and you see the logo right here also on the cap. Alcohol content 5.5. Das gute Mönchsambacher Lagerbier Naturtrüb. Privatbrauerei Zehendner Mönchsambach. Zutaten Wasser, Malz, Hopfen, Hefe. Mönchsambacher.de is a link to the brewer's website. I'll link to it in the description box below. And here's a look, the label of the monk right here. Lagerbier Naturtrüb. So, some information that I found on Beer Wanderer's website about this brewery. Mönchsambach 18 in Burgerbrasch, Mönchsambacher.de, 5,000 hectoliters annual output, founded 1899 and in the same family since 1939. This small village brewery has a big reputation in Franconia, and it's not that easy thing to do in Franconian areas to drink local beers. This is one brewery Franconia seems to know and respect. The pub itself is simple, but the beer garden is quite nice, with leafy garden trees being set up well against the fresh painted pink building. Though not overly hard to reach by bus, it's not always super convenient getting back. Though with a bit of planning it's doable. There isn't anywhere in the village to stay, but you can stay in the Brauerei in Oberfranken, which is 5 kilometers away. I just did that the first time I was here and find no other brewery that was quite good too. The Brauerei is experiencing staff shortages and is currently not renting rooms. The first time here I had some bratwurst and mistakenly ordered the export fine beer in its own right. I also had the Maibock in a bottle, which is excellent, though I was disappointed it wasn't on tap. On the way out I noticed it grabbed a dispensed beer, which turned out to be a more noted Lagerbier. That went to return to my wife to drink a few beers. She'd kindly done the driving first time thankfully and was rewarded with equally good beers at the Brauerei. This time we had a great plate of Kaltenbraten. Of course we ordered the Lagerbier. We also had the Weihnachtsbock, although again in a bottle, old enough, by the cafe in Bamberg a few years earlier. Stopped back for Weihnachtsbock this past December, finally had the Bock grabbed the dispense. Returned yet again past December for Bockbier Anstich and went earlier to get a seat in the main pub. It was much cozier and the beer even better. It was my first Knoschler and quite enjoyed it. I was finally again in Zehendner at the heat of the summer. I actually had time to check out Herman's Keller nearby Amferbach. I couldn't come here too. And Schwanne Keller in Burgerbrasch for some good measure. I had both Lager and Export, and I must say they are quite equally good. Sacrilegious to say Kaltenbraten is possibly even better, and the bread is homemade, which is the best in Franconia, so I'm glad I come. The bonus is my wife dying to Kaltenbraten, so now I had another reason to go for a trip to Zehendner. And about this specific one, we can read: Brewery Zehendner, town Mönchsambach, style ungespundetes, color in krug, so no visuals, head white, thinning, nose fruity, some cereal, body low carbonation, soft palate, fruity, dry underlying hops, finish dry, long, clean, served gravity tap at the brewery or Obermühle Biergarten in Rattelsdorf. Impression: I've had this once and it was my first time at the brew pub. I was there primarily to have the Maibock, but was sad to find out it was not on tap, so I figured out I had something on tap. The brewer poured it from a regular tap and I was a bit surprised, but it looked great and wasn't fizzy at least. It wasn't particularly hoppy or bitter, but quite dry. I really liked it, though the Maibock was in another class. I didn't give it another try, but on leaving I saw the gravity dispense barrel in the hallway. This was their Lagerbier was coming out from. Didn't have time to go back for another, that would have to wait to the next visit. And from the brewer's website we can read the following information. Family owned since 1938, the Zehendner brewery in Mönchsambach has existed since 1808 and has been family owned since 1938. Export ungespundetes Lager and Weissbier are all brewed all year round. Christmas bock is also available from third weekend in Advent and the Maibock from end of April. For self-collectors, there are all kinds of bottled beer as well as Lagerbier in barrel sizes, 15, 20 and 30 liters. Various restaurants within a radius 20 kilometers serve our good Mönchsambacher beer. And of course I'm going to read through the information also in my books, like this one for example. Here you see Brauerei Zehendner 1808, Alexander Sankel. Die Brauerei Zehendner in Mönchsambach besteht seit 1808 und ist in 1939 in Familienbesitz. Gebraut wird Export ungespundetes Lager, Hefeweizen, Main und Weizen und Weihnachtsbock etwa 3 und bis 4 Mal in der Woche werfen die Brauer dafür das Sudhaus an und man kann im ganzen Ort riechen, dass wieder feinere Gerstensaft steht. Der hat es übrigens schon geschafft, an seiner Nationalfeiertage bei den Eidgenossen getrunken zu werden. Familie unten und oben. Die als reiner Familienbetrieb geführte Gaststätte ist immer von Dienstag bis Samstag geöffnet. Zum Export wie vom Fass gibt es von allem leckeren Bratwürste und Hausmacher Brotzeiten aus Hausschlachtung. Oben auf dem Dach finden sich seit vielen Jahren doch schon ein paar ein, die letzte Zeit aber leider nur in unregelmäßigen Abständen. Brauerei Gasthof Zehendner, der Klassiker, ungespundetes Lagerbier. And of course I have another book, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna show you the Brauerei Zehendner looking like this. You can see the look of the brewer. Zehendner, Stefan Zehendner, Mönchsambacher, founded 1899, Familienbesitz in 1939, Export ungespundetes Lagerbier, Hefeweizen, meistgetrunken Lagerbier, annual output 6,000 hectoliters, Brauerei Gaststätte Zehendner. Now, over to the tasting part of this one. Mönchsambacher Lagerbier. Das gute Mönchsambacher Lagerbier, naturtrüb from Brauerei Zehendner. So, let's open up the bottle, should we? And pour that in for the beer style, well-fitting glass, as I used to say. I really think this is a good glass for the beer style, isn't it? I wrote it with a very, very thick Franconian, big white thick foam crown, and it's very, very typical color of it, quite not that very pale, but typical Lagerbier color of it, which is very, very nice in my opinion, not too pale, that's what I like. And you see the thick 3-finger, I would say, foam crown, very also a quality sign, keeping the right taste in the glass, keep it all the way through. Also, it helps the right aromas appear when you pour it like this way to unleash the right aromas and create much big foam. That's Franconia style in my opinion. Let's get the aromas. I've been really looking forward to it a lot. Yeah, really, really nice. Of course, I understand why it's very loved and very legendary. Yeah, very well balanced, I would say. It is. I have to take a look at this label, which is looking that great, in my opinion. Mönchsambacher Lagerbier. Really, really a nice one. So let's pour up some more, of course, like that. And yeah, that it looks fantastic, in my opinion. Looking really, really beautiful and quite, yeah, it's quite cloudy. That's, I think, because it's naturtrüb. As you can see right here, it says on the bottle naturtrüb, and I think that means that it's maybe unfiltered. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it means. That's why it's cloudy. So there we have it, all of it, and the big white foam crown. That's where it should be. So let's give it a try. This Zehendner Mönchsambacher Lagerbier. Prost. Yeah, it's very, very easy to drink. Real rich in taste, but not too strong like an export. It's very, very well balanced, very high quality. That's easy to feel, and it's a perfect Franconian Lagerbier Naturtrüb in my opinion. I'm really glad that I have this one instead of the export, because the export comparing to a lager, the export is a little bit stronger, and this one is more easy to drink and more a little bit different taste. Also, of course, since it's Naturtrüb, I prefer it. That's another reason. And one third reason is, of course, that it's the most sold one from the brewery, which is, of course, I think it's fair to go for the most sold ones from each brewery, because they can compare in another way instead of if you're picking the seasonal ones. That's not gonna be really fair in my opinion, and I'm quite traditional, so I tend to go with the most sold ones from each brewery. In some cases it's the Weizen, in some cases it's the Kellerbier, in some cases it's the Dunkles, in some cases it's the pale ones like a Helles or a Landbier or a Lagerbier, like in this case. But the most sold one from each brewery, that's a fair way to see it, since I review one from each brewery at the moment, because there are too many breweries simply. So why choose one from each? Why choose two from one brewery? It's funnier to choose one from each brewery, in my opinion, and that's what I'm doing. See, still thick white firm crown, which is a quality sign, of course. Yeah, this is a big recommendation, of course. Probably one of my favorite lagers that I have recently from Oberfranken, and it's of course gonna look very good into my collection also. This one is simply really great. You see the top label, das gute Mönchsambacher, and also said coming in this Euro bottle shape, the thick bottle shape. It's very, very nice. So, big thumbs up for this one. And as I used to say, hope you like my reviews, that you continue to follow my channel for more interesting Franconian beer reviews, and see you again in the next Franconian beer review.